and then even if you... No, it's banned. Surely you could just chakra up the bristleback and then he could keep fighting, you know?
10 seconds remaining.
I think that is very good for Boom because something we mentioned in the previous game with being able to go into a Spirit Vessel and having a lot of the solar bind to reduce the...
It's the got 5th-6 back at the Singapore Major last DPC.
It was like, brother Skem like and eat chocolate. There's a little chocolate out of Skem as well, so we got a 5-on-5 smoke. Both sides.
Bro, is that a bit of BM coming through? Because, like, he's telling a lichen to eat chocolate, and isn't chocolate, like, poisonous for dogs or wolves?
In large consumption, yes, chocolate can be no good. So, I mean, Xavier's? Hey, sir, these are 5 heroes on Boom that are entering your jungle, and I tell you what, this is not a position you want to be in. We'll get some distance off the back of the Avalanche. The axes from afar, and FBZ finds first blood, so Boom off to a good start in our best of 5.
I think early on it's just important to try and force out as many of those Spirit Siphon usages if you can. Eo made sure to hold on to one. Now he's got the second one available as well. It just came off cooldown. That's why he's being a little bit more aggressive in the lane. See if he gets punished for this though. He's only got the one left.
A lot of damage with that Scatter Blast. Jackie's going to have another stun up shortly as well, but Force is able to duck into the tree line. So Jackie's going to turn to beat onto Xavius instead. Tim's is not playing with too much mana at the moment. Xavius trying to get out of harm's way, but the drag back, thanks to the Reality Rift, is able to...
They just got this Exorcism available. Like I was saying, as long as they've got that Rolling Thunder available.
It's a lot of damage from Europash. Look at all the magic damage, and that is a big kill for them to find to slow down Natsumi's game.
I mean, you've got the Keeper of the Light just standing towards the north side there, so Force might be...
respect. See the nice use of the Scatter. It's going to push Force in an awkward position for the moment. Yopaj needs another blast as well, but they don't push him into the Illuminate. The Exo, oh, they get the kill. FBZ finds the damage to kill off Force. And now Skem's going to be here as well to slow down AU, so they should be able to chain this into a second kill. And this is big on Polaris. Not only do you find the tower soon afterwards, FBZ will be able to TP out. The Lelouch but try and dash himself to the northern side. They know he TP'd down, so he's going to be relying on the Swashbuckler to get out.
Hadouken ends up whipping onto his butt, but he should be able to get away, although that... just a little bit... Oh! Oh, the slow! Nice. So what I was saying before was I would have really liked that movement down bot if the big move that you made for not too much gain, and look at what it meant as well. Yopaj has just taken over the top of the network.
Force, he's going to be in some trouble. A cookie in, Europaj will provide the damage. Even Jackie's going to get involved as well. And I like this call from Boom because they have an Observer Ward around.
Decent spots to be able to provide them a lot of info. This Observer Ward just about to expire gives them the free kill.
Injection of gold into the bank in Natsumi. Although Yopaj is here to push him away. They just completed the Spirit Vessel as well.
Use the last charge though. If they get an eye on that, they should be able to say, okay, let's just push mid. We don't care about this Coddle.
Spirit Vessel charge, and then maybe you can get more of a valuable kill onto, say, like the Bristleback or the Death Prophet. No, mid lane, speaking about the Bristleback, they've got the Roar to the Mortimer Kiss. It's Natsumi taking the brunt of the damage at the moment. That's going to be enough to get rid of the position 1. And now with the Rolling Thunder doesn't really cut the fight into half enough, so they're going to be able to push on forward for more as Jackie gets rid of another. Meanwhile, towards the triangle, Yopaj has plenty of burst damage to find AU as well.
And now plenty of Spirit Vessel charges as well. Potentially. I mean, they have a really swarmy style of lineup, so plenty of auras that are going to be able to back them up here. Even just having a little bit of that heal coming through as well on the Spirit form. And we forgot about the little Shredder, of course, minus armor, just making this even quicker.
This is what we were mentioning though, wasn't it, Danog? That Boom have the lineup that they can really come online early. They're not too cooldown dependent. And they have the capability to be able to take a lot.
He's been in a very good early game, Lelouch. That fight, I feel like he was going for kills as opposed to just making sure Natsumi lives. That's the most important part for Polaris right now.
They sort of excellent could have. They can kill Force. Spirit Vessel's out. Force is not going to be taking it all. A quick and easy assassination out of Boom and now Jackie. He's going to be working with the Phantasm as well. They'll turn their attention all the way over to Natsumi. But they've got to be cautious because Lelouch can still turn this around, but it's not enough to potentially keep Natsumi alive. He just scurries back to the safety of the tier 2 tower, so the Rolling Thunder will split the fight into half, enabling the Bristleback to retreat.
He's not able to just charge the Illuminate Blast.
Mid lane.
Free will.
They got the cookie stun. Tims can start. They're going to push him closer towards the reinforcements, and that's where FBZ can come into play. Xavier's will try and counter-initiate, but I don't think that's going to be enough to turn this fight back around. As he himself will TP out, the Hand of God just keeps Tims alive, so he has an opportunity to use the Mortimer Kisses. And Boom find another big kill on the map. And
his limits just go incredibly quickly.
Yopaj. Oh, they're cooking it back in. Yopaj, 4-staff already being utilized. He's going to try and juke through the tree line. Nice micro coming out of Scamp. The rock from afar will hold him into place long enough. And now they got the Exo from Force. They're going to look to charge in the middle and clean up more members out of Boom. A toss on Force puts Natsumi directly on top of Jackie's location. He's playing with the ages of the Immortal, but they'll kill him the once and they'll kill him a second time after. There will be no escape coming out of the Chaos Knight. And this puts Polaris back into a position as they stem the momentum that Boom were building.
Beastmaster creep very effectively. The Chaos Knight, all those Phantasm illusions become so much more burstable.
Lane's Avius. They're looking to try and blow up Tims. Aurora just in the nick of time. Tims can reposition to the tier 2. And now they might even catch up to Xavius as well. It's going to look to TP out. They have the Mud Golem, but it looks like the Rock Throw was already used prior. So probably the next potentially 4 minutes, depending if it's a really long row spawn or not. Because like you said, Boom want to be playing around top and mid because that's where they can get these last objectives. Bristle. Natsumi's on the front. They're going to try and cookie the creep on 4. They get a 4-second stun as well, and look at all the damage. Boom. Kill off Natsumi. No remorse, and no one was also nearby on Polaris to maybe turn it around.
I was worried about this Bristleback, but I wonder how much of, like, his take, because it's a lot.
Natsumi. We saw how fast they were blow him up prior, but he does have some teammates playing behind him, though. The Mortimer Kiss is coming out. A great use of the 4-star, being able to reposition, and Lelouch is into the middle of the team fight as well, trying to disrupt as best as he can. Xavier's going to have the combination as well.
Great rock.
Finally getting dropped as Force is going to beeline into the middle, but Natsumi's still going to be cautious. They're doing a good job to kite Jackie at the moment. The sustain's going to come out from the Hand of God.
So much
Jackie
sustain.
Turns it around. Look at the sustain. The crit's coming out as well. They just don't have the damage. Jackie's not dead, and now they'll turn to AU on the high ground as well as Boom lose no one.
It was really, really bad, but what a great come around, and they're feeling like, well, Chen saved you last time, but you probably don't need it.
The Fatal Bonds might make this a little bit difficult. So prior in that team fight, it was able to deal with a lot of the Phantasm illusions. Xavier's gonna look to try and get rid of Jackie. The Goos are starting to stack up here. Jackie's going to try and pop the BKB, and he's facing directly towards the Chaos Knight's location. And now the Roar as well. Lelouch, he tried to help a fellow brother out, but the drive-by wasn't fast enough. 3 are gone, 2 without a buyback in their base. It's going to be gone by the time they respawn. They might just go tier 4 towers.
Yeah, they absolutely will. They've got the sustain, they've got the numbers, they've got the zoo, they've got everything that they need to be able to close out this game #1. I mean, they're going to have to use this buyback onto the Bristleback, but I don't know how much you're going to be able to do. Looks like they'll just get the free kill. God damn, he melted really fast. And, wow, that's the power of having a BKB versus not having a BKB. And of course, a Bristleback needs the Aghanim Scepter to do what a Bristleback does against this big zoo lineup, but man, just the amount of times he was able to get stunned, burst down, Spirit Vessel, Solar Bind, and into that irresistible amount of damage from Boom was just